So I currently have the 2021 Ram 1500 TRX, and I wanted to take some time to showcase the best features of this thing. So let's get to it. So of course the first best feature has to be its power plant, which is the Hellcat motor. You get 702 horsepower. Most of the top is covered by plastic, but you can see on the left side the V8, and you can see the supercharger peeking through on the top. Features an interesting Easter egg as well. So this is the cover, which you can pop up, and it displays a T-Rex, like TRX, eating a raptor. Speaking of that raptor, I think one of the best things about this truck has to be that it's finally something to dethrone a Raptor as being the best off-road vehicle you can kind of buy on the market. In my opinion, it has done that. It is basically a trophy truck that you can buy on the road. And being basically a trophy truck, that means it has to have some serious suspension, and that is definitely another best thing. It's front and rear, but you can see it best in the rear. You've got the Bilstein Active Terrain Dynamics TRX Ram system. It's got 35mm in the rear, as you can see. You can see basically that active suspension cord going through the vehicle. It's kind of cool because you know it's actually working in the vehicle, changing from the different drive modes, but it's also really cool to see outside the vehicle because you can see where your money is. Another best feature of this vehicle has got to be its interior. Now I have a full-on interior walkthrough on my channel, but it's all great in here. You've got like 13 pages of information that you can set for your information cluster. The vehicle features a lot of quality materials throughout. So you got Alcantara on the top of the steering wheel and down below. This vehicle features optional carbon fiber trim. So you got carbon fiber in the steering wheel, you got carbon fiber sprinkled throughout the cabin. You've got the cool TRX button, which pops you into drive modes. You got the different four-wheel drive options. You got launch control button. You've got the different performance pages. So the drive mode button pops you into this screen. You also got performance pages, which will showcase different gauges, G-force, the engine dyno, showcasing you exactly how much power is happening right now. You got a different, potentially if you want to upgrade the vehicle, you got different auxiliary gauges, but basically it's a really great place to be. I know it's a little caveat of being part of the interior, but one of the coolest things about the TRX is definitely all of the changes and features and gauges and everything you see on the big center display. So obviously you got the drive modes you can select between, and it shows you exactly, you know, what it's changing for each option. Now Ram is not the first person to put a sport mode button or like a track mode button or whatever, but you can see what each option is. It's just really cool. And for the performance pages, nobody else really does what Ram does. You got all the gauges, you can see the G-force, basically everything I kind of just alluded to when I mentioned how great the interior is. I'm a really big fan of just seeing all this performance stuff, because I mean, you're buying the best performance truck on the market, and you kind of want to see what crazy performance things it's doing while you're driving it, right? You got race options. So this is where you can also control launch control, shift light. But it's just, I really like seeing the performance aspect kind of bleed through in a performance vehicle a lot more, and you definitely get that with all the drive modes, performance pages, and these race options. So those are the best things about the Ram 1500 TRX. So you obviously have that amazing 700 horsepower V8. You've got the suspension that just makes the ride also great. You've got the interior, you've got those great performance pages that I mentioned, and of course you have the fact that finally there's something out there that can dethrone the Raptor as being the best off-road vehicle that money can buy. Thanks for watching.